Let's get started with the punch this morning. Minimum wage, federal government labor talks deadlocked. NLC defends 615,000 naira demand. Tinubu says government unions failed to reach consensus, assures workers of living minimum wage. Federal government frustrated negotiation. Anything below 615,000 naira will make workers poorer, is what NLC and TUC is saying. Fuel scarcity. Federal government plans 15-day emergency fuel supply. Government expenditure rose by 33% in February. That's according to an MPC member. Federal government gives fresh conditions for gas license. School month's 14-year-old British Nigerian killed in London sword attack. UTME results not available in paper format. JAM. Federal government restricts Lagos bridges sand miners licenses. Lagos uncovers underbridge apartment where tenants pay 250,000 naira rent. No Nigerian worker will work under inhuman conditions again, Senate President. Safe School Initiative to cover off-campus hostels, Commander. Police probe assault on 2 Delta Varsity students. Fake EFCC operatives arrested for robbery, kidnapping in Nasarawa. Let's move on to the nation. Property owners on Lagos Calabar Road to get 2.75 billion naira compensation. Federal government promises living wage as NLC demands 615,000 naira. 17 die in Enugu road accident. Jubilation as Transportation Minister flags off Port Harcourt Aba train service. Petrol scarcity. Queues will fizzle out soon, says House of Reps. Sule, Oshomole to Labour, let your demand be realistic. EFCC has secured 500 cybercrime convictions, Olukoyede tells Interpol. Kwankwaso, NNPP behind Ganduje's suspension from APC, Bashiru alleges. Let's move on right now to the Daily Trust. "86 rooms where tenants paid 250,000 naira yearly discovered under Lagos Bridge." Labour to federal government on Workers' Day. Pay our 615,000 naira minimum wage or face showdown. The riders here say demands electricity tariff reversal. We are considering living wage. Tinubu. Governors promise better welfare for workers. Naira devaluation, biggest mess of 2023. Dangote. Man charged with theft of bike in Ekiti. 7 passengers injured as bus crashes on Abuja Lokoja Road. Fuel scarcity, go after saboteurs, reps tell security agencies. 2 oil pipeline vandals arrested in Benue. El Rufai shunned us for 8 years. Kaduna NLC hails Governor Sani. Mayday. Better days ahead. Tinubu assures Nigerian workers. Consecutive aggressive interest rate squeeze will further depress economy, CBN Deputy Governor. PDP to Tinubu, use Workers' Day to review your policies. Shun the vision to secure Nigeria's future, George tells PDP elders. Nigeria experiencing political uncertainties, Obi. Let's move on to the Vanguard. May Day. Labour gives federal government May 31st deadline on minimum wage. Banks close 2 million accounts over BVN, NIN, others. Governors promise better working conditions, pay rise for workers. Clearing and forwarding agencies, workers task employers to prioritize talents. Volatile exchange rate for customs duty hurting economy, Muda Yusuf. Nigeria's low tax intake, blame weak economy, breach of social contract by Olufasan. TUC decries harassment, exploitation of informal workers. Fuel scarcity beyond my control, Governor Oyebanji. "16 die in auto crash in Enugu." Let's now go on to The Guardian and see what the headlines are saying. Labour demands inflation-proof pay, frequent wage review. Minimum wage takes backseat in Kanu, Kwara as NLC marks May Day. Telco losses, irregular levy remittance threaten NCC's 549 billion naira target. PDP chides Ayedatiwa for budgeting 5 billion naira to renovate daycare centers. Workers wary as federal government assures on May 1st date for new minimum wage. Duty exchange rate fueling uncertainty adjusted 28 times in 2024. Q1 says CPPE. PDP rallies aggrieved members targets 2027 presidency. Reps summon petroleum minister, others over fuel scarcity, nationwide pains. Controversy trails federal government's CNG-powered vehicle rollout plan. Gully erosion, Abia community regional water scheme in. And that's it on The Guardian. Time to get to your reactions right now. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go onto these platforms to watch live and also drop your thoughts or reactions to any headline that has your attention this morning. Kristen Jikeme says NLC and TUC might not be taken seriously. Why Dr. Mrs. Unma Lebara in Owerri says workers have been in a state of grief and despair because of the despicable exploitation by their employers. The financial future. Okay, I'm going to get to your message shortly. Just sort of disappeared on me. And that's speaking about the message from Dr. Mrs. Unma Labara. All right. The financial future of the worker is unpredictable, and much is not done to raise the standard of living of these hard-working citizens. They are adversely affected by the stressful economic situations in the country. Workers work very hard with a less incentive than most races. They need a lot of motivation and incentives. If their welfare is taken care of, they will reciprocate government's offer by being dedicated to their work. Lanre Ajayi Koka, why is Mr. President taking Nigerian workers for granted? What is the purpose of the meager 25 to 35% increase in salary? What workers want is a minimum wage that reflects the present economic reality. 500,000 naira is fine. Eleke Kelly says 17 die in Enugu road accident. May their souls rest in peace. Government should do something about the scarcity of fuel. Moazo John Lasisi says Nigerian government should act very fast to make things easier for people reacting to the fuel scarcity. Let's get to the phone lines right now. 0700 951 0000, 08095 974869. and 08099930137. The last number is the WhatsApp number. You can send a WhatsApp message there. Call that number using the WhatsApp voice call or regular phone call to share your thoughts. Please, when you get through, kindly go straight to your point. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
Thank you. Mask man calling from Abuja.
Go ahead.
Rep Simon Petroleum Minister over fuel scarcity. It's a nice one. But I want to ask, how is it that everything we establish and act along with it? That people who are supposed to ensure that fuel is in Nigeria, it's not that fuel is not in the world. Though. We refuse to refine here. We decided to export our crude, refine outside before importing the fuel. Okay, those whom we asked to be importing the fuel for us. Now, did we not lay rules and regulations down for them? This scarcity, is it part of it? Did we foresaw this thing in that their act? You see, people do things and get away. Whether they are arranging this thing with our government, that is why our government is not reacting. I cannot understand. If not, somebody somewhere is faulty for the.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sir, good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
This is your brother. My name is Al-Afam Tata Medola from Wandaka, local government state. Let me take from the advantage that say the government say petrol scarcity bill is power. I can assure you, members of government doesn't know the power that God gave them. And how can you tell your masses that the truth is power build your power? As a governor, executive governor, number one citizen in the state, we are telling your people that the can't took. Okay, what of the this in the state labor people in your state? They can't let them go strike now. So what is the level you say everybody should go strike? Everything in Nigeria will be being very standard. And at the end of the day, all the markets are now saying they cannot bring fuel, so that the Nigerian markets cannot benefit in the fuel. They cannot do anything.
All right.
I don't know why. Thank you very much. Bye-bye for now.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sir.
Welcome.
How was the night?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. This lovely brother from North Central living in Kuba, Malaruna.
Go ahead.
I think Mr. Solasi and Abu Holada, Amon Mizi, Amon Antara, Amanda Mary, from Holada. I want to talk about this case. Mr. Itodo.
Yes.
And the road outside killed almost 20 people in Enugu and Abuja, the Koja road.
people are dying since 2015 when APC come to power. There's no good road, no good hospital, there's no job. The level of insecurity has increased when APC come to power. And Mr. Tinubu refused to announce the increase of minimum wage. He said that years last year, May 29, something has gone. And they refused to increase the civil service salary. Where our civil service want to cope because some schools are increasing their school fees and food stuff has increased. Then it has increased the market.
Well, Malam Haruna, if I mean, in the past few days, we've seen reports about an increase in staff salary between 25% and 35%. And also he's mentioned that in due time, the minimum wage will be announced, which is referred to as the living wage for Nigerian workers by the president.
Itodo,
yes.
There is a propaganda of APC where yesterday is a workers' day, 1st May. It's supposed to be announced after the seat, announce the minimum wage of the civil service. If it's at 20,000, if it's at 150, that will be 10 million.
All right.
That propaganda. Tomorrow now we will hear that thing.
All right, Malam. Good morning.
Good morning once again, Mr. Itodo.
Thank you.
Good morning once again, Mr. Itodo.
Thank you. Good morning. Welcome. I can hear you.
Yes, I remember Mustafa Bakari catering picking. I'm calling from PW Kubo. I think the labor for once should be serious. Once you are trying to look for, ask for a minimum wage, ask for figures that are realistic, figures that are attainable, achievable, and figures that are sustainable. If you ask me that you are going for a minimum wage of 500,000, for me personally, I would think you are playing to the gallery. How realistic is that? And if government want to pay 500,000 for per minimum, how sustainable it is? We are talking of 35,000 wage award. Has that been met with? You are calling 500,000 plus as minimum wage. Please let them be serious for once and take this business serious, so that Nigeria and Nigerians will begin to take them more seriously. Honestly, and on the fuel stuff, honestly, the NNPC must come out clean on this thing. Is it that there was a logistic problem, or there is something bigger than logistic problem? This is the problem we keep having. You will not come out and tell people exactly what is happening. What is supposed to last for a day or two you will end up dragging it, because profiteers are by the wings trying to capitalize and make a huge amount of money from it. So this is what is happening. What should last more than 2-3 days, you drag it to months. What manner of people are we? Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity.
All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts. And in response to this question about the scarcity, the National Secretary of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, James Toll, has cited the Israel-Iran crisis as a major cause of the current fuel scarcity in Nigeria. Now, you know, in the past few days, we've been seeing long queues at various filling stations, panic buying, and a surge in transport fares. And commenting on the development, Toll highlighted the federal government's role in importing petroleum products and allocating them to stakeholders, including IPMAN, for distribution. He noted that the current tensions in the Middle East had compounded existing challenges, leading to a bottleneck in the supply chain. And he, however, said that the NNPC had increased efforts to alleviate the situation by opening up depots to ensure a steady supply of the product. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
Prophet Michael Uchemoke.
Welcome, Prophet.
Let me speak on minimum wage.
Go ahead. Sorry about that. You might need to call a different number so we can hear you. That just went off like that. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, hi.
Work is good. How are you?
All right, Mr. Itodo, my name remains Emmanuel Ocharefu, the Freedom Wheeler, and I'm still wheeling from the city of Talakas in Maraba here. I understand that they say the fuel queue will disappear very soon. My question is, if it disappeared as they promised, then what happened? What happened after? And everybody begin to go freely on the road, and then the people that have caused the hardship become so free also, and we begin to enjoy, what they have, taken from Nigeria as a result of the hardship. Is that how a country is being run? Mr. Itodo, the problem we're having in this country is that we, the masses, I'm talking about we, the ordinary people now, we don't even know how to hold our leaders accountable. We don't know how to hold them to an account. Because if we know how to do that, you see, a peaceful protest is part of democracy. Peaceful protest everywhere in the world is a very useful weapon used to bring the government, attention to the masses. But whatsoever that happened in Nigeria, we keep quiet, we pray, we keep quiet, and nothing happened, and we suffer on.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go on to WhatsApp and take some of your messages. Good morning, Olivia from Poptown. Where is Poptown? Do you mean in Pape? Is that it? I sympathize with the families that lost their loved ones on the road accident. May their souls rest in peace. Have a good day too. Thank you, Olivia. And Yahya, the head boy, says, greetings to Mommy Z, Salasi Abubakar, Madam Mary, Tinubu Pekin, Paul from Nokogoma, Tara, and Haji Atoyi. I ask compass of the minimum wage federal government says it has increased. It's like giving with the right hand and taking it with the left hand. Prices and markets are not smiling. God bless our country, Nigeria. Jubilation in Abia for the Aba Port Harcourt rail transportation. It's commendable in our country, not just constructing rail lines to other countries. While within our country, Nigerians are struggling to move around. That's what OGB says. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Nigerian info.
Welcome. What's your name?
This is Salam from South. I'm calling from Ikaibu.
Go ahead.
Let me start from labor. Yes. Our labor as a worker.
I'm having a difficult time hearing you. Sorry about the connection taking off your call. Good morning.
Itodo, good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is EGU.
Welcome, EGU. You have 60 seconds. Please go ahead.
Okay. I'm talking about this consolidated transfer salary structure. I want to know clearly about this issue of this consolidated salary structure. You know, some agencies receive more than civil servants. Either they want to put the salary, everybody's salary, the same. They want to carry civil servant salary to consolidated salary structure, or I don't know. What I heard yesterday is that consolidated salary structure. So is it that those people that are receiving higher than civil servant, they want to carry civil servant to that level, or what? All of us going to receive the same salary, or I don't know. Just let me.
All right. And going on to Facebook to take some of your thoughts. Also, Francis Namani says the federal government should urgently address the current fuel scarcity, fuel hike, tariff hike, and food inflation in this country to alleviate the suffering of the poor masses. Which way Nigeria? May God help us, is how he ends his message. And Lanre Ajayi, okay, I already took your message earlier. Josiah Oba, I guess Nigeria has not turned into a theater arena where pittance is paid to workers. The governors should brace up with their workers, is how he ends that message. And on YouTube, James Ame, thank you so much for joining in. Good morning, and hope that you're having a great start to your day. At 7 o'clock, the time for the news, and afterwards we'll be back to take more of your reactions to the headlines this morning. But in the meantime, you can catch up on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja.
Talk Station.
95.1 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
They care about my mental health, fitness.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.